Hey guys, welcome to Better Future with your host, Luis Quiroga Castañeda. And today is our high school video. Whoa, high school. It's, I think this is a big stage in, I think, anyone's life, and where I go, a lot of changes just really happen. And so not just, I think just not just formation, but I think friend groups, just the way you see the world and sort of how you tackle stuff. Uh, so yeah, I'll start off with sports. I always start off with sports. Um, I continued my sort of swimming career that I began in seventh grade. Seventh to eighth grade, I was just on the swimming team, and I think I joined the club team, Peak. So shout out PAQ. Um, Sign up if you're in the area. Best swim team around. Um, yeah, I signed up there just to sort of get more depth upon that, and yeah, I sort of formed um, this hobby of mine, and then I got big. I got well, yeah, I guess bigger and taller, and just sort of grew up a bit and continued my swimming career. I continued it into high school by joining this high school team. I remember since I was in Peak, which is the club team, that club team for sort of my area, I it's divided into like age group one, age group two, age group three, age group four, juniors, and then the senior age group. The senior age group is high school. And I remember I think I started off at age group two in seventh grade, which meant I was swimming with, as a seventh grader, I was swimming with my fifth and sixth graders. So it was low key. I felt low key embarrassing, maybe me being the oldest there, but it just had to be done because I was not caught up to date with like the rest of people were. And I moved up to, I think, age group three, and then I tried a little bit of age group four, and they skipped me from age group four to senior because you have to be in the senior group to be sort of in the high school team. So they literally skipped me all the way from there, a whole age group compared to the other people, and man, you could notice the skill gap. It was crazy. I remember hopping in that pool that first practice, and I was dying. I I made some close friends that really helped me out a lot. They were fast. They've been on the junior group for quite a bit, and they sort of gotten used to that sort of speed. But I was trying to survive, and looking at me hate swimming for a bit. It was a big challenge for me, just genuinely. Um, I think it, yeah, I think it just it challenged me to just be better, try harder, and it took a while for that to kick in. I remember not going to conditioning a lot that first year because I was like, oh, I'm a freshman, I'm small and weak, and if I go into the gym with these big senior guys who can probably lift like so much, I'll embarrass myself. I'm like, looking back, I mean, I guess I get it, but I don't know. For a team is supposed to sort of lift you up, and even if you're not really, I guess, lifting that much, you sh you should be lifted up by your other teammates. They should be cheering you on with every step that you make. And as a freshman, I don't know what I was thinking, setting myself with such big expectations. I mean, as a freshman, you don't really like start off with like a crazy body unless you started going to the gym as a before that, like seventh and eighth grade, which I don't think it's recommended, but I don't think some people were a little more adept than me, a video game loving, I don't know, just introvert. So conditioning was huge, and maybe that's why I didn't do as well as I hoped for that first year. I still got better, just as my effort just sort of switched, but I definitely think that if I did that year, it would have changed a lot, which I mean, at the end, I ended up sort of switching that attitude and kept conditioning a little more serious after that. So I did more, a lot more lessons. So to whoever's going to high school, make sure to sort of put fitness in one of your priorities because health is a really important matter to tend to, definitely. And you will notice that just as you travel to college, it's just like probably life in general. I know it's a big part of my life now as a college student, but I'll get to that in the next video. Yeah, I ended up winning. Was it? Or I guess in terms of we the team ended up winning um, for boys section titles were different from girls section titles, but the boys I think ended up winning for my year. We ended up winning three or four section titles, and then a Olympiad championship that freshman year. Which, by the way, that was COVID year, and so that was a big that was a big experience. Uh, just ninth grade, dealing with all the hybrid stuff and sort of that. I But yeah, we ended up winning Olympiad championship. We swam with Matt, or they limited the people that were supposed to go to Olympiads. I wasn't going to go to Olympiads anyway with my times at that moment, but a lot of people who I knew were really fast and were in my grade did not go. So I remember we did like a little watch party in someone's house, and yeah, we watched them, and then we went over to the pool right after because it was hosted at our pool, like because for COVID, because they usually posted in somewhere else, but they decided to host it in our pool, I think for some reason, and we ended up winning it. The one time that it was in our pool. I remember we jumped into the pool with the team after they won. We literally drove from our friend's place to there. That was really cool. Yeah, I took photos with the trophy, even though I didn't really do much, but yes, I can still say I got it to my name. Um, yeah. What else? Man, oh yeah, Olympia was on my team. Josh Matheny. So you can search him up. Josh Matheny, 200-meter breaststroke. I think on the Olympics. And he got to he's top eight in the world in that heat or in that event. Just saying. And I swim with him as well. So I think it was cool just doing that. Yeah, that swimming was such a huge part, but I'll make sure to get to the other things first before I talk more about swimming. Socials. I obviously homecoming and my high school did Sadie's. I don't know. I know some high schools don't do that, but Sadie's where the girl asked the guy, even though in some cases the dude just ended up asking the girl anyways for Sadie's. And I was lucky to get asked by girls the two times. Wait, um, yeah, the three times I went. So I'm glad I did. But yeah, two times, yeah. Yeah, that was and then for freshman year we only had one homecoming and that was Sadie's because that was COVID year. And it was literally just a walk through, dude. From was it? They did like a little walk through the school and they decorated it. It was kind of nice. I had a girlfriend at the time, but yeah, that was cool. You know, first one ever. And but second, my first sophomore year was really my first one, like official one. Uh, yeah, I like those. I like dressing up. I think homecoming. I think I sensed a lot of people not going to some dances just because like, oh, it's not worth it. And I think my mindset towards that is like, I think it is worth it, you know? I mean, even as stupid as it may sound, just to dress up and go to a dance. I think it's just cool going with someone and then I don't know, having fancy dinner and going with friends. It's a sort of a first taste, and so just being social. I don't know. I like being social, even though I was an introvert. Because whenever I was social, I had sort of sprouted. But yeah, I would, that's one of my advice. Oh, I was went to two proms, but I'll talk about that later. Um, I went through two solid, oh yeah, relationships. I went through two solid relationships with a few, or not a few. I had like a 1 week one, and then one. I had the one I was starting in ninth grade with, but I had two solid relationships, one of 4 months, and then one that carried over to college. And yeah, I think this part in in your life is where I think you build on from that experience if you dated in middle school, and you sort of build upon what you learn about dating life and sort of starting to apply it. And you're like, oh, okay. And now you're seeing more of a different dynamic in sort of relationships, of course, because you're getting older, but like going to dances and stuff, and with your significant other, and just stuff like that. I think it was cool having a relationship. And again, it's good. It's okay to wait until college. I'm not saying I fully endorse having a relationship in high school, but personally, I think it was nice. Even then, I think it's good to have a balance. But for people who are not, who are sort of focused on maybe school all through high school and then finding a girlfriend later, and good for them. I think that's also a good approach. But yeah, academics. Did well in school, but I think in high school, I don't know if it's for same for other people. I started to notice like a bit of a learning curve as I started taking APs. Um, I think yeah, since I wanted to do engineering, I did physics C, which was mechanics, and then physics E and M, which was the magnetism, and those were rough, but I served as a great foundation for college. I did this. I took physics C my junior year and got got two B's on it. Like two B's both semesters, and I ended up getting two A's when I retook it for my freshman year in college. So I think it set a great foundation, even though it was, oh my gosh, one of the hardest. I always panicked. I had a great teacher. Um, I think he's very remarkable among my friend group, the because we all had him, but he's like an urban myth, as you may call it. But I think I think he served as yeah, one of those that you don't forget. Uh, yeah, and then also AP Chemistry. Oh man, AP Chemistry helped me skip Chem 110 in college, which is the one chem that you have to take as an aerospace engineer. So, hey, good luck for me that I got a four in the AP Chemistry exam. I know, crazy. But yeah, I think that was cool. This teacher I had for that was also that was alright, pretty cool. Um, that was stressful sometimes because I think my lab mates were it was a mix of I think fun but cool people, but also sometimes stressful because they did not know what to do sometimes. Even I didn't know what to do sometimes, so it was just hard sometimes. Yeah, I remember one of my lab mates spilled I think MN manganese O4, which is like a purple like a liquid on a teacher's sleeve, and I think she made fun of him for it, like I think for the whole year. So funny, very funny. Stuff like that that really made me sort of adapt to the rigor of maybe college classes for sure. So what is it I take? I took AP Bio. That was an interesting class. The teacher was, I think, the sweetest woman on earth, but as a teacher, she was not. She was all right, but yeah, I ended up doing all right in the AP test, but not enough to get credit for it. But I think I had a lot of remarkable moments in that class where I was really grateful for her for taking it as well. We had ducks hatch, and I think yeah, ducks and little chickens, little chicks, to cat hatch. So that was cool. Just holding one. I remember having a few pictures of that. They're really cute. But to that, and also a dissection, a pig dissection at the end of the year, which was what? It was insane. I mean, we had to take out everything, and it was just wild. Just one of those that I'm totally unrelated to aerospace engineering, but I think it's just cool to sort of be broad, be sort of varied. Um, yeah, I think it was a four APs that I took. Now then, I wish I took more APs in terms of that. It makes you more competitive for schools, and it basically just yeah, it just ups your sort of readiness. I remember what was it, AP World was offered. I heard that was cool. It does a lot of work. A lot of my friends loved it. AP Psych, I heard was good. I was really interested. AP Econ, I know you could take that instead of like honor social studies, which I took my junior year. But all right, you took AP. I don't know. You can take A push, which I hear is really hard, but it would have been cool to take that maybe. But actually no, I wouldn't have taken it. Maybe other AP classes. But what else? What else? Oh, I did IB German. It was offered in my school, sort of as a way to um, I don't know, because I heard that because my German teacher in high school was amazing, but it was only because he was IB. If I literally chose any other teacher, the other German teacher that was not IB, I think it would have been um, insane because I had her for my freshman year, and it was packet after packet, and I did not learn anything. So shout out Herr Rice for being my German teacher. He was really awesome. Um, yeah, no, I wish I'd taken more APs and sort of. I implore you to do that. Whoever's watching, if you're still in high school, just sort of to get into the mindset of okay, maybe you can challenge yourself, and I think that's also a part of me just not wanting to do it, but I could do it. So think about what you can really do, and not really what you want. Not obviously what you want to do, but not really what you like. Yeah, just push yourself genuinely. It's at the end. It's always how one gets better in life. Um, I think college apps, big thing in high school is to start early. A lot of questions are repeated, so it's good to keep that essays in like one big thing, sort of separate it. And if you got start early, you can meet with an advisor, revise them, make sure they're good. And unlike me, who I don't know, maybe did like uh, three earlier, and then did the rest like a week or 2 weeks before the deadlines were due for the Common App essays and stuff like that. Especially Common App essay is huge. Like I don't know if you guys have heard of what was it? That one Harvard essay with the letter S or something. That yeah, that was crazy. But I think letter I think essays like that could like really distinguish you, even if you have like a really average GPA. I know maybe advisors say that, but I cannot stress like the difference in that. And I've heard that from a lot of different admissions people for sure. So just saying. Uh, yeah, and I was just touring. I start touring as early as possible. I think touring was something I did not do, and I wish I did. I only did Penn State touring, and I ended up going here. Not exactly because I was like, wow, I was so intrigued by the first one, but maybe because it was the cheap. It was actually I was probably the coolest. Yeah, you're right. But I wish I could have maybe visited. I think George Washington, um, not just Washington. I mean, um, Georgia Tech. I mean, yeah. Georgia Tech, Purdue, Ohio State, because I got an offer for them. Case Western, and that's the sort of the schools I was looking at. So touring early is very critical, and really researching what the school that best fits you for sure. I think I think making sure you make that decision. It's a really big decision, but it is crucial. And sort of doing that in because it's going to be the next 4 years of your life. So you better I know you better pick well. Like, oh, I'm like yelling at you, but you do really gotta do your research. And even if you slack, you can still get into a good college. But I'm just saying it. I wish I did a little more research personally, even though I am really happy with my life here. Uh, yeah. What else? Oh, I guess something I forgot. Just socially, I really I got formed into this friend group that is now my like sort of main friend group within high school. I really appreciate them. I ended up doing so many things with them. Going to, I think, Deep Creek and sort of other stuff. I mean, yeah. So this is sort of the first time that I really had like a big friend group. I still have that chat. We still have that chat, and we try to meet every sort of break as we can. But everyone's got their different lives in college. But I think it was really cool to just be included in this big of a group. I'm really grateful for my friends, and yeah, I'll shout out to Nick, Brian, Greg, Ethan, um, Alex, Tanav, and Noah, Adam, and Daniel, just everybody. I think it's yeah, y'all made high school a lot better than what I expected it to be with me having lost my sort of prime trio back in middle school. So yeah, uh, yeah, that's all for high school. I hope you guys enjoyed. Next video is and last video is college as a rising junior. Um, One thing I want to do for this video, if you made it all the way to this end, just comment stuff that y'all would like to see. Um, I could do just general. I could do some research on some just general topics that you may want, and I can make a video on it, or I could do like little tips as reels. So just comment if you guys, whatever you guys want. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.